Hello everyone, this is Talk Time with Cynthia. I'm coming today and I want to talk about family unity. I know I talk about unity of the world and unity of our society. I feel like we got to start somewhere, and I feel like in the home, you know how people say um, it starts at home, and I believe that's true, that it starts at home. So what we gotta do is learn how to treat our family better. So when we do go out into society, that then we'll know how to treat other people outside of our family better. So we get our training at home. Okay, y'all. Guess who here that wanna say hey, just like always. The girls done left us, so she wanna come up here and say hi. I think so. Calliope, come on, mama. Come on, you gonna say hi? Come on. You coming? Come on. Come on. She over here looking at me like I. Oh, there she go. There she go. Say hey, y'all. No sugars. You say hey. Say hey. Say hey, guys. Say hey. You look at the camera? No. You ready to go now, huh? You done got up and you ready to go. Me too. I'm tired too, but I gotta get this video out. I'm tired too, but I got to get the video out. You gonna sit for a while with mama or you gonna go? Huh? The girls left us, so she up here with me now. They went to go get something to eat. Huh? They went to go get something to eat? Yeah. So I just feel like I feel like it starts at home. How can you treat a stranger with kindness when you can't even treat your brothers and sisters with kindness, right? So that, to me, that makes sense to me. So I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get this cord before I pull my phone down, which is my camera. I'm using my phone for my camera, so I do apologize for that, guys. So anyway, so of course, you know I'm the article queen. So I pulled up an article that I want to read to you guys that point out some things, and it says how to create family unity, and the co-author by Paul Kernyak, and he's a LPC. So, but anyway, so we're gonna begin reading, and maybe Miss Calliope will find her way down, so she don't pull my phone down, Lord, in the name of Jesus. So, okay, it says, in today's busy world, many families struggle to see each other as much as in previous generations. That does not mean that our need for family and unity has diminished. Okay? Hey, Mama. I love you too. I love you too. Look at you. Oh, baby. She over here missing the girls. That's why she being a big old baby up here, y'all. I do apologize. So then it says, however, we are all still human, and most of us crave a unified family to identify, reminisce, and spend time with. That unity does not always come easily, though. You must communicate with each other, help each other, and spend time together to build the bonds and trust that must be present to your family unit. Present to your family unity. Okay, and that was okay. And okay, so They have methods. Okay, method 1, communicating as a family. So y'all gotta remember, you have to communicate as a family, okay? And then it's so number 1, it says use effective communication skills. And this is how we're gonna communicate as family, okay, guys? It says each member of the family should feel important and valued, no matter what. Whether they get on your nerve or not, they still should feel like they have a purpose inside the family unit. This includes you. Okay, let me read that again. Each member of the family should feel important and valued. This includes you. In order for your family members to hear your needs, you have to express them. Be polite but honest with your family during discussions, which is very important, guys. For example, if your family usually plans on watching a movie together on Wednesday nights, on Wednesday night, and you can't do it that night, then you might say, I know we said Wednesday night would be movie night, but I am so stressed out about this test tomorrow. Can we move it to another night this week? And then number 2 is listen. You gotta listen intently. Just as you want your family member to hear you, it is important that you hear their concerns. Your family member will feel loved and unified with the family if their point of view is heard and respected. Avoid talking over your family members and instead listen to what they are saying. That is so important. I mean, you got to make people feel like they're part of the family. You can't make them feel like they the black sheep of the family. Because I've seen that happened to my mother. And it made for a really rough childhood for her. Then it says, give your full attention to your family members when they are talking, such as by putting away all distractions, cell phones, computers, etc., and looking them in the eye. Okay? Ask questions to show that you are interested, such as what happened next? How do you feel about that? And what do you plan to do about it? How you are paying attention by nodding and making natural statements such as yes, uh-huh, and I see. That's one of my biggest pet peeves when I'm talking and somebody don't respond or act like I didn't say nothing. That is one of my greatest pet peeves. But then when they talking, they want you to listen. They want you to make a statement. They want you to have a comment. So what we're saying is that's not right. You got to be fair all the way around, because regardless if it's something you don't want to hear or not, still, what they saying is important enough for them to want to say it. So it's important enough for you to listen. Okay? Show appreciation for each other. Taking family for granted is easily done. Most of them have been around most of my life, okay, make it a point to tell each family member that you are thankful for them and that you enjoy being a family. Traditions such as going around the table at Thanksgiving and saying what each person is thankful for are a good way to show this appreciation. So these questions here, I'm telling you, it makes you realize that these questions here, it just makes you realize that how we've gotten away from like the simple things, just the simple stuff. It's like we know these things, but we be so rushed to do whatever it is that we do that we really forget to just slow up and be like, okay, so let me spend time with my family. I mean, cause look at what happened to Kobe Bryant. You gotta slow down and make sure your family know that you love them, embrace them, have conversation, communicate, and connect. Because I'm telling you, being a widow, when them people gone, being a widow myself, when them people gone, the things that you've done with them, the memories that you made with them is going to be pinnacle. It's going to be so important to your healing, to your feeling like they're gone, but they live on through their memories and through their children and through the things that you remember them by. So I'm telling you, this is so important, y'all. And then number 4 is that was number 3. So number 4, it says agree to disagree. All members of your family are not going to agree on every issue. True. Okay, it says as a family, you have to be flexible and accepting of each person's point of view. Notice me nodding my head, guys. Avoid arguing or bickering over trivial things such as who should take the trash out. Instead, make a conscious effort to divide responsibilities and privileges fairly. Fairly does not necessarily mean equally. This is true. Because if you're the oldest, you should have more responsibility than the youngest. Come on now. When a conflict arises, use good communication skills and empathy to solve the problem. For example, instead of shouting at each other, allow everyone a chance to talk without being interrupted. Okay? While each person is talking, have the rest of the family listen closely and try to understand what the person is saying. And that's all we want. That's all we want for the most part is validation and knowing that somebody heard you. The worst thing in the world is for anybody to feel like they done said something and nobody trying to understand, or they're not being heard, or they're not being seen. All we want is validation in this world. And then then we got another number 5. It says give and accept apologies. One of the hardest things for some of us to do to apologize. And believe it or not, to accept somebody's apology. Okay? I don't know which one is the hardest for some of us. Whether it's to accept it or to give it. Y'all think about that. Comment down below. Tell me what's harder for y'all, if it's hard at all. Is it harder to accept an apology or is it harder to give one? Let me know, okay? So this says give and accepted, give and accept apologies. Then it says, when arguments do arise, and they will, you should. I got a bug here, y'all. Trying to kill. Oh, sorry about that. I didn't mean to say that. Okay, so it says, when arguments do arrive, and they will, you should work towards a resolution to the problem. Once the argument is over, apologies may be in order. If you have crossed any lines, you should extend an apology to family members to help smooth things over. The other important part of apologies is accepting them. Now, I don't know. For me, I think some apologies might take longer to accept than others, but the sooner you can do it, I say the better. Because obviously, like I said, and I guess I keep coming back to Kobe Bryant, life is too short. I mean, because we take for granted that people are going to be here and that we got time to make amends. And that's not true. I mean, because tomorrow's not promised to us. Like they said, just this moment right here, is promised to you. The next moment is not. Like, I'm sitting here, I could drop dead the next moment. So it's not promised. So I know sometimes whatever's done might be huge, and you might feel like, I'm not there yet. But I'm telling you, you don't want to be not there and they're gone. And especially if it's somebody that you love, a loved one, and then you regret that you didn't get that time to say, I'm sorry, or I accept your apology, or please forgive me, right? So then it says, let me read it again. It says, the other important part of apologies is accepting them. Whenever a family member offers you an apology, accept the apology and move on in order reunify the family. Okay? And it's a hard one. It's a hard one. But I mean, you guys just look at it. I mean, you don't want to be stuck out there and not don't forgive somebody and they don't pass on them. And it's, you know what? And forgiveness and accepting forgiveness and apologize. That's not only for that person, but that's for you too. Because just think, it's so much stress to just carry around the anger or the unforgiveness that you have for somebody. It stresses you out. And 9 times out of 10, I'm going to be honest, 9 times out of 10, that person don't even be walking around thinking about you mad at them or you upset with them from day to day or whatever. So, but you the one holding that pressure and that stress. So I'm saying, let it go. Let it go. It's not worth it. And then it says, remember to compromise to avoid arguments and resolve them. Also remember that perfect unity will not exist all the time in any family. So, and that's what you have to remember. Like, you got some people can only meet you 10% of the way because that's all they got. That's all was put into them. That's all that was invested into them. So some people didn't get the love that they needed when they were growing up, or had the training that you had on, how to be decent and how to be kind. So you have to realize and have an understanding of who you're dealing with in order to know just how far that they are able to go. So you have to meet them where they are. Just like God meet us where we are. He knows that we are unable to come but so far, and he meet us, and God meet us the rest of the way. So what do we do? Who are we that we can't meet somebody else the rest of the way when they in a situation where they feel like they can't meet you the rest of the way? So then you go to them, and that's forgiveness. You just have to forgive. So then it says, make family routines. Okay. Okay, so this is method 2, y'all. I want to get method 1 was communicating as a family. Method 2 is sharing responsibilities. Okay, method 2 is sharing responsibilities, and then it says number 1 under method 2 is make family routines. Routines allow each member of the family to know when and where certain events will happen. Daily routines such as a 6 o'clock dinner time serve as touch point through the day to bring the family back together. The key to setting routines is to keep them predictable. If you must write it down for each member of the family, you can always create longer running routines such as a weekly grass mowing or a monthly road trip. Now, I don't know where that grass mowing came from, but hey, whatever works for you. So, but anyway, yeah, so I was thinking about that. Me and my sisters and brothers, for the most part, I got some on my lip, y'all. Feel like a piece of hair or something. So, but yeah, we live like, we don't live in the same town or whatever, most of us. And so it's hard for us to get together and do that. So for all of us, but I know with my aunt kids, my aunt had 10 kids, and every Sunday, Sunday don't pass and they don't go to my aunt. My aunt has passed away, and they still go to my aunt's house, and they will cook dinner at my aunt's house, their mother, at my aunt's house, and just have family time. And everybody will bring a dish, and just have that family time, and that's important. And they are really close, like that. Okay. And number 2 is assign each person's chores. For a family to be unified, each person has to pull their own weight. Don't sit and make one person responsible for everybody. Everybody have to pull their own weight. Now that might say that in the article, but I'm saying don't make one person pull the whole load. Make sure everybody is responsible for something so that the load is not heavy on one person. Okay? So now it says this means, okay, it says say assign each person chores. For a family to be unified, each person has to pull their own weight. This means that you will have to assign tasks to each individual that everyone else can expect will be carried out. Each time the chores get done properly, it reinforces trust and respect between family members. You may choose to give each person permanent chores or rotate the chores every so often so that they are evenly dispersed. Okay, so it says with children and teens, it can be helpful to rotate the chores. This way, everyone learns to cook, to do laundry, etc. This eliminates any feelings of unevenness in the chore disbursement and teaches all children to be relatively self-sufficient. True, true, and true. Okay. Then number 3, under sharing responsibility, it says share other household responsibilities evenly, and that's number 3. It says some household responsibilities will come up that are not covered on the chore list. When this happens, they should be split between family members, or different family members should rotate doing them. This shows the kind of cooperation and respect that is vital for family unity. Once the responsibilities are finished, the whole family can reap the benefit and enjoy your time together. That's it. Don't make one person a workhorse, y'all. And then also now the next one is coming together as a family. This is very important too. All of it is important. So it says put the family first. Come on now. To have a sense of family unity, your family members will all have to learn to prioritize the family. This may mean making some sacrifices in other areas. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm really getting a little bad here. In other areas. Okay, let me read it over. It says, put the family first. To have a sense of family unity, your family member will all have to learn to prioritize the family. This may mean making some sacrifices in other areas, but the sacrifices may lead to a stronger family unit. Some things you can do include avoiding putting work before family plans. Don't cancel family outings and other family plans if you can help it. This can be difficult, especially if you have a demanding job, but if you frequently cancel on your family to work late or pick up an extra shift, then this can affect your family's sense of unity. Making your family aware that they are your main priority. Your family might not know how much they matter to you. To ensure that they know, try mentoring it. Try mentioning it. And it says, for example, you might start a conversation about values over dinner one night and say something like, I think the thing that I value the most is my family. Limiting individual outings. Having too many things going on outside of your home may also interfere with your ability to form a strong family unit. This means that you may have to be pickier about what sort of extracurricular activities or hobbies you and your family members engage in. For example, instead of having your friends do 3 or 4 different extracurriculars, have them just pick one or two that they really like. And I said friends, but that says instead of having your kids do 3 or 4 different extracurriculars, have them just pick 1 or 2 that they really like. Okay, give them a chance to that'll help them too, making decisions when you allow them to choose. Make a decision on their own. So, and then when they get out in that world, they'll know what it feels like and how to go about doing that. So then it says adopt family traditions. Family traditions create a sense of identity for the family as a whole. They also give individuals something to look forward to. These traditions should generate positive memories and facilitate enjoyable gatherings that bring the family together. An example of a tradition is cooking an Easter salmon every year at a family gathering. You can also have weekly traditions such as Taco Tuesday, family game night on Thursdays, or Saturday morning walks. Taco Tuesday sounds good. And then it says take family adventures. Okay, this is number 3. And then it says take family adventure. An obvious example of family adventure is a vacation. Unfortunately, many of people can only take one vacation per year or less. Fill in the gap between vacations with family road trips, even if they are only day trips. You can also go camping or hiking to create a memorable adventure to bring your family together. Okay. So now we're on number 4, guys. And then it says gather regularly as a family. The most important way to establish unity is to gather together whenever possible. Gathering as a family allows the time needed to have adventures, traditions, and conversations that will unify the family. Make gatherings pleasant by avoiding arguments and facilitating good conversation. For example, you could sit down to eat dinner and talk with your family or 3 or 4 nights of every week. Or you can plan on playing board games together once per week, such as on a Friday or Saturday evening. Try to identify something that will fit into your regular routine and that will allow you to enjoy each other's company. And then number 5 says, lean on each other. Important. Be close enough. This is a hard thing if you're not a close family, okay? And I know that from experience. So I teach my daughters that long as they got each other, won't nobody go liking. Because when the one have, the other gonna always have if you're close. And so I raised them to be close. I say there, if you don't have and your sister do have, there's no reason that you shouldn't have. Vice versa. So lean on each other. This is what I'm saying. And then there will be more than enough. So, and number 5, lean on each other. Every family experiences tough times. Whether it's a death in the family, a job loss, or some other hard time. You should be comfortable leaning on your family members. Y'all hear that? Also, be sure to let them lean on you when you need it. This will strengthen the bonds of family and reinforce that you can trust each other no matter what the occasion. That is important. I'm going to read that again because I think this is pinnacle. Lean on each other. Every family experiences tough time. Whenever it's a death, whether it's a death in the family, a job loss, or some other hard time, you should be comfortable leaning on your family members. Also, be sure to let them lean on you when they need it. This will strengthen the bond of family and reinforce that you can trust each other no matter what the occasion. So true. Okay, here's a few tips, guys. Don't stress. Everyone has family issues. So don't, if you feeling like you ain't in the perfect family, ain't nobody in it, ain't nobody in the perfect family. So don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. Ain't nobody is in a perfect family. Okay? We all got problems. Some of us just know how to deal with it a little bit better. And that's what this is for, to help you deal with it better. So that we can deal with our family. So then we can begin to deal with other people outside the family. So we can help our community, our society, our world. This is where we want to go, y'all. And then it says the tip number 2 is it's not always your fault if things between your family ain't working out. Other people play a part in this. Okay? Sometimes, I'm going to tell you, sometimes it just doesn't happen. Sad to say, sometimes it just doesn't happen. Sometimes people just don't click. Sometimes they just don't gel. However you want to put it. Sometimes it just don't work. Because if you got a person that they need to be here and they need you here and y'all both are grown adults, there's a problem. Because both of y'all grown. So y'all both should be here. You understand what I'm saying? And as you can see the tone in the voice, I have a problem with that. Because I'm telling you, there is no way one grown person should be underneath another grown person. It's no way. Now, you can respect another grown person and show the respect of an older sister or an older aunt or an older person or whatever, but not to the point that they making you feel less than a person. Because people who love you don't do that. So, if something ain't working out in a family, you can't feel some type of way because sometimes that's just the way it is. But just try. And once you try and then you see that this is a toxic relationship, then you have to figure something else out. Like you said, agree to disagree, or if you can't be around that person, Just figure out how you could be cordial, and you don't have to get into a big thing every time y'all paths cross. And above and beyond all of that, just love them. It's possible to love somebody and not be around them. Because I'm going to tell you, I have some family members that I love them, but I can't be around them. But I know for a fact if something happened, and that's sad to say, or if they need me, I'm going to be there. Because that is my relative. That is my family. And I love them. But I'm just not willing to take the abuse that family member feel like that they want to dish out. That's not. I'm done being walked on, and I'm talking from a personal point of a personal standpoint. I'm done being walked on by that person. So, but I love them. I love them because they bone of my bone, blood of my blood. So I mean, how do I not love them? But they just have issues, and I don't want to deal with that no more. I dealt with that for years, and I'm not the only one. I've had other family members deal with them too, and it's just an issue all the time, and they can't seem to forgive, and they seem to hold on to stuff, and they seem to think that everything is about them, and there's nobody in the world that everything is about. We was made one for another to cater one to another. So it's not like I'm gonna be catering to you all the time. And it's you. That's not being a part of a family. Like if I'm gonna have a problem, I'm gonna cater to you. But then if I have a problem, then I expect you to cater to me, because we are family. We love each other. So then number 3 says, have patience. You see what I'm saying? It brought me right back, didn't it, y'all? It brought me right back, didn't it, y'all? Have patience. And so, yeah, you have to have patience for people that are like that. And you don't have to subject yourself to their abuse, but you still have to have patience with them. You know what I mean? Just have an understanding and knowing that this is what it is. This is the new normal. This is the new reality for you and that person. And don't be hard on yourself when that happens. So, you know, like I said, everybody have a part in whatever that is. So it says, do not smother your family member. This says warning. So it says, do not smother your family member. Overscheduling gatherings can make them a chore rather than a delight. So sometimes just spending aimless time together, just sitting on the couch, watching TV, you know, stuff like that can help too. Because sometimes you don't feel like being out and about and doing this and always busy and always appointment to appointment. Sometimes, you know, just relaxing and just being in each other's presence and just sitting with somebody is enough sometimes. And you have to realize that part of it too, you know? So anyway, just continue to come together as a family. Continue to just connect together so that you'll know how to do it outside the family, outside the home, and make a difference in the world. But first you got to make a difference amongst each other in the family unit. Okay, guys? So anyway, so thank you for coming, listening to me, showing me love, showing me love. I love you guys so much. So thank you for showing me love, guys. And I love you right back. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my video. Hit the notification bell. Give me thumbs up if you like what I'm doing, and if you decide to give me thumbs down, then let me know why. Maybe I can improve upon this channel. If not, then we're gonna keep on keeping on. And don't forget to share with your family and friends. Let them know what your girl Scent is doing, cause we rocking it out over here. And we're talking about love, unity, and kindness, and bringing our society together, because that's what we want to do. We want to make a difference in this world. If you're a part of the world, make a difference in the world, okay? So anyway, I love you guys so much, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.